like her childhood hero, President Harry S. Truman, Karen Brookins called Independence, Missouri home. Summer vacations often found the family crisscrossing America on another unforgettable adventure. Brookins' world also revolved around music. She played violin in the Kansas City Youth Symphony and performed on a tour of Europe.
Since I was in the 4th grade, I had played the violin. And so in high school, I probably practiced 4 to 6 hours a day, and on the weekends, 8 to 12 hours a day. So I became very, very good.
She entered college at what was then Central Missouri State University. Her father was a professor in the Department of Education, her mother a faculty member in the Department of Home Economics. Central Missouri was the perfect choice for Brookins to pursue a career as a professional violinist.
And it really made sense for me to go to a university that was close to home and where I would still be able to be near my family, and it was affordable.
An important mentor at Central Missouri was Dr. Walter Halen, a professor of music and her orchestra conductor.
Dr. Halen, of course, was a big influence in my music development and my skills development. And he, always gave me not only music advice, but he also gave me life advice.
After attending a 6-week Army ROTC basic camp at Fort Knox, Brookins came to a surprising realization. Her new career goal was to become an Army officer.
And it was a great discovery about myself, and I really enjoyed working with other people. I enjoyed leading people, and it also built on some of the values that I had as a child. The loyalty, duty, respect to others, selfless service really resonated with me and were an important part of what drew me to the military as well.
Working as a dining hall manager kept Brookins busy. She studied hard, but allowed time for fun, which often meant outings with ROTC friends to Pirtle Springs. One eventful weekend, a friend arranged a blind date for Karen with a fellow ROTC student named Mike LeDoux.
So blind date, instant connection, really had a lot in common. We enjoyed a lot of the same things. I loved his family, just enjoyed being with him. And so 8 months later, we decided to get married so that I could delay my entry into active duty in the Army and that we could then enter active duty together.
The newlyweds launched highly successful careers as officers in the U.S. Army.
I think it was a very interesting journey in the sense that we actually became adults together. Going to Germany, we were by ourselves. There's 2 of us and we had our 2 children. And so we were very dependent on each other and learned how to take care of each other and care for each other.
The LeDoux began their career spending 4 years with the 1st Armored Division in Germany. Another early stop had both young officers serving at Fort Polk, Louisiana.
And that was probably our most difficult time. We were company commanders, simultaneously responsible for 80 to 150 soldiers. Having a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old really made life interesting.
Following more than a decade of Army service and the arrival of their 3rd child, the LeDoux decided to make a move regarding Karen's career.
And so the opportunity came to leave active duty military so that we could better support our family and provide the nurturing that children really do need at a young age. And so I made the decision to leave active duty and go into the Army Reserve.
In 1997, Karen LeDoux was called to active duty and deployed to Germany to support military action in Bosnia. Mike was left to serve as parent, Army officer, and student at Command and General Staff College.
Even though they were young, they were kind of confident. They knew that Mom and Dad would occasionally leave and go places, but that we always come back. And I think it was a challenge, but it was well worth it, and I felt that I knew she was with us in spirit.
The most difficult thing I've had to do in my career is to leave my family, not just once, but 3 times for deployments. Now I knew that where I would be in Germany was safe, but there are times when you don't know if you're coming back. And so you have to make, you have to prepare yourself and your family for those things. And those are the hardest things that you do as a soldier and a parent together.
By the time she was deployed for Operation Iraqi Freedom, Karen LeDoux was a lieutenant colonel in the Logistics Civil Augmentation Program. She ensured U.S. and coalition forces had adequate supplies, managed the construction of more than 90 base camps, all while coordinating the work of more than 40,000 contractors. During her next deployment, she led the withdrawal of more than 200,000 troops from Iraq while simultaneously surging troops into Afghanistan. Now a Major General in the Army Reserve and approaching military retirement, LeDoux also works in a civilian position with Logistics Management Institute. She and Mike enjoy family time in the beautiful Virginia home that she helped design. The property is the canvas for her stunning garden and landscape artistry. The couple's 3 adult children are all in close proximity, as is their first grandchild.
Having a military job and a civilian job simultaneously requires you to balance a lot, and often, your job will win out or the military will win out, and the family sometimes comes in third. So it's nice to now be able to make my family my priority.
I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate my talented and beautiful wife on her selections as Distinguished Alumni for the University of Central Missouri. It just seems like yesterday we met, even though it's been 36 years ago, that we met here at UCM, and it's been a great life ever since.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 2017 UCM Distinguished Alumni Award winner, Major General Karen LeDoux.